So today's class is all about breathing and a little bit of stretching and a little relax at the end. So nothing too strenuous, and hopefully you should feel lovely by the end of it. So we'll just start today with some breath awareness and having a check-in with how our body is feeling today. So start in a comfortable seat, whatever that is for you, whether it is cross-legged or maybe with your feet underneath your knees, or legs straight out in front of you, whatever feels most comfortable. And then placing a hand on your chest and a hand on your belly, just gently close the eyes or take a soft focus straight in front of you. And just notice how the breath feels today. Notice how deeply you're breathing. Notice if you're breathing into your chest, your ribs, your belly, or a mixture of all three. Notice the length of the breath. Notice whether the breath is even or whether the exhale is longer than the inhale or vice versa. Just noticing the character of your unique breath. And then wherever your breath is today, start to deepen it. Breathing in for the count of 4. And exhaling for 6. Inhale. Exhale for 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that breath moving. In for 4. Out for 6. Really feeling the breath expand into your hands and your chest, your ribs, your belly. And then exhale, feel the chest lowering, the belly softening. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. And let the hands come back down into your lap. Let the breath return to normal. The next breath we'll do is called breath of joy. We would normally do this standing up, but we're going to do it seated today. So a little bit like the 3-part breath that we've done before. We breathe into the belly, the ribs, and then the chest. And then we exhale out on a long exhale. With this breath, we get the arms involved as well. So we inhale, arms up to shoulder height. Inhale again into the ribs as we expand. And then inhale again as we lift them all the way up above our heads. And then as we exhale, we lean forward and allow the torso to come over the knees. So it looks a bit like this. Sorry, I needed to get my breath in first. Let's try again. So 3 short inhales followed by an exhale as we lean forward. And we'll do quite a few of these, so just keep moving with it. So just prepare the breath, nice big exhale, and then let's go. Three more. And then when you're ready, just come back up to seated once you've finished those last 3. Good stuff. That's a really good breath for awakening the body and making you feel energized. So a couple more breaths and then we'll move into a few stretches. So the next one we'll do is the 3-part breath without the arms this time. So we breathe into the belly for 2, have a pause. We breathe into the ribs and the chest for 2. And then we breathe all the way to maximum for 2. And then we exhale for 6. So again, 3 inhales and then a big long exhale. So for here, your hands can be either on your knees or resting in your lap, whatever you find most comfortable. Take a couple of breaths just to prepare. And on the next full exhale, breathe into the belly, 2, pause, chest, 2, pause, completely full, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, in, 2, pause, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more. In, out. In, out. In, out. Excellent. And just let the breath come back to normal. The last breath for today is 3 breaths in your own time. We're breathing in for as long as we possibly can. If you find it helpful to breathe in with the arms, bringing your arms all the way up above the head so you have something else to concentrate on, then do that. Have a pause at the top and then exhale the arms out to the side. Again, extending the exhale for as long as you possibly can. So the biggest, deepest breaths you've taken all day, and we'll take 3 like this. So really big, deep breaths. Let's begin. Hold for as long as you can. And make these breaths your own. So working with your unique breath. Everyone's lungs will be a different size to mine, so completely ignore what I'm doing. Just make it your own. And then once you've finished your 3 breaths, just allow the breathing to come back to normal. Just have a few breaths with your own unique breath, letting it come and go as it pleases. Whilst we're doing that, we'll have a little stretch out of our arms and our fingers. So bring the fingers in front of your face and clasp your hands together. And then allowing the palms to come apart, but the fingers to stay entwined, press the fingers down towards the floor, trying to keep the elbows high so you get a stretch in the fingers and also possibly into the forearms. Then allow that to come back up again. And then this time have a little bit of tension in the forearm muscles and do exactly the same again, but this time with a little bit of tension, really pushing those fingers away. Excellent. And then take those fingers straight away from you, so the palms are facing towards me, the arms are at shoulders height. Take a nice big inhale and then exhale, really curve through the spine and press the palms towards me. As you inhale, flip the palms around and bring the palms back towards your chest, really big inhale. And then as you exhale, push those palms away again and really curve through the top of the spine. So we're moving nice and slowly, but just so you can see from the side. As we inhale, the palms come towards my chest and I arch my back slightly. And then as I exhale, I press the palms away and then really curve through the top of the spine, dropping the head, pulling the belly in. Inhale the palms back towards my chest. Maybe look up slightly, really opening through the shoulders. And then exhale, press those palms away, curve through the top of the spine, drop the head, pull the tummy in. So inhale the hands towards you, and then exhale it away. Inhale the hands towards you, really stretching through the shoulders, and then exhale them away. Excellent. And then coming back Hands onto your knees. We'll circle through the ribs. So trying to keep the hips as still as possible, just getting some movement into the middle back, into the ribs. And then we'll circle the other way. Excellent. And then coming back just to your comfortable seat. A few circles through the shoulders, really hunching the shoulders up to the ears and then drawing the shoulder blades down on the back. Really getting into all those crunchy bits around the shoulders. Maybe feeling a stretch across the top of the pecs as well as you squeeze those shoulders back. And then take them the other way. So squeeze those shoulder blades behind you and then roll the shoulders forwards. If you find it more comfortable to get the arms involved and you don't want your hands on your knees, then do whatever suits you best, whatever feels good in your body. Fabulous. And then this one's going to be quite difficult to see because I think my hands are going to go off the top of the screen. But as we lift our arms up above our head, on this one we will lift one hand higher than the other, bring it back down to center, lift the other hand higher than the other. So really sitting up tall out of your sit bones, the back is nice and long. Really reach up with that one arm, really stretching down the left side of the body, and then come back to neutral. And lift the right arm up. Again, really stretching through that side of the body. Coming back to center, lift the left. And then back to center, lift the right. Back to center, lift the left. Back to center, lift the right. Excellent. And then keeping both arms up, maybe bring the hands together and make a Charlie's Angel gun. Lift up out of the waist and then lean over towards the left, really getting a good stretch down the left-hand side, keeping the sit bones grounded on the floor. Inhale up through center, really lifting up out of that waist again, and then exhale over to the right. Really feeling a stretch through the ribs, through the side body. Good. Coming back up to center, slightly lesser lateral stretch. We'll take the left hand down towards the floor and reach the right arm up and over. So just giving the body a bit of support this time. And then really reach those fingertips away, keeping the armpit open towards the ceiling. Couple of breaths here. And then coming up through center, take the right hand to the floor and reach the left arm over. Really reaching through those fingertips again, keeping the armpit open towards the ceiling. Good. Couple more breaths here. And then coming up to center, interlace the fingers once more and take them behind the head, cupping the back of the skull in the palms. Take the chin down towards the chest and then press the head up into the hands as much as you press the hands into the head. Couple more breaths here. Then releasing that one off, let the arms come back down to the knees or the hands back to the knees. Take the left ear towards the left shoulder. And then take the left arm up and over. And again, press the side of the head into the palm as much as the palm presses into the side of the head. So we've got a bit of a tension going on in our necks to help us free up those layers of fascia, the layers of connective tissue. Relaxing the shoulder down whilst keeping that tension between the hand and the side of the head. And then release the hand and let the head completely relax. Then bring the head up through center. Take it over towards the right. Bring the right arm up and over. And the same on this side. So pressing the head into the palm as much as the palm is pressing into the head. Not saying you're yanking your head off, obviously. That would be uncomfortable. But just a bit of pressure on both. And then release the hand and just relax the head over towards the right. And then gently bring it back up to center. Okay, last one on the head stretches. We'll turn our head over towards the right. To you, that's going to be left. Over towards the right. And then using the left hand, press the chin into the hand as the chin presses, as the hand presses into the chin. So we're creating that little bit of tension again. And then release that off, come around to the other side. So this time we're turning around towards the left and using our right hand to press on the chin as we bring the chin back into the hand. And then release that off. Excellent. Make whatever moves you want to make before we do our final relaxation. Whether you want to stretch or have a bit of a wiggle, wherever your body feels like it wants to move, move it. If you want to do our final relaxation sitting up, that's absolutely fine. Equally, if you're more comfortable laid down, then feel free to lay down, because this one will be much more relaxing laid than sat, I think. So take your preferred position. Make sure you are completely comfortable. Any lower back problems, then bring your feet to the mat and let the knees roll in. Or bring the soles of the feet together in butterfly pose and let the knees roll out. Whatever is most comfortable for you. Make any last adjustments to your position, to your clothing, to your body, so that you are completely comfortable. Maybe tuck the shoulder blades underneath the body. And then just enjoy the weight of your body laid on the mat, relaxing, well oxygenated after all our breathing exercises, and free from tension around the neck and shoulders after our stretches. Just notice how the body feels. Have a mindful check-in to any areas that might be holding tension. Any areas that might still feel stressed or tight. Have a check-in with how you're feeling today. And then bring the awareness back to the breath. Just like how we started class. Paying attention to the quality of your breath. The length of the inhale versus the length of the exhale. Noticing how deep the breath is. If the breath is even. Where the breath moves the body. Notice if your unique and natural breath has changed at all since your observations at the beginning of class. And let the breath completely settle, purely watching it coming into the body as you inhale and the body expands. And watching it exhale as the body softens. Inhaling as the body expands. And exhaling as the body softens. Inhaling as the body expands. And exhaling as the body softens. Then take your awareness down to your feet, feeling your toes, feeling the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, the heels, the Achilles tendons. Noticing how they feel today. And with each exhale, relaxing those feet. Then take your awareness to your ankles, your shins, your calves, the kneecap, back of the knee, whole of the lower legs, scanning them for any tension and releasing that tension with every exhale. Bringing the awareness further up the body to the upper legs, the thighs, the hamstrings, down the sides of the legs, inner thighs, scanning the body for any tension and releasing it on every exhale. Then bring the awareness up to the pelvis, the groin, the hips, the glutes, the lower belly, scanning it all for any areas of tension and releasing that tension on every exhale. Bringing the awareness up further still to the belly, belly button, upper belly, diaphragm, lower back, the whole area that allows us such dynamic movement. Scan it for any areas of tension and then exhale that tension away. Keeping that awareness rising up through the body into the chest, the ribs, chest muscles, collarbones, middle back, upper back, shoulder blades. Scanning that entire area for any tension and releasing it on each exhale. Taking the awareness to the arms and the hands, starting with the fingertips, coming up to the knuckles, back of the palm, the thumbs, wrists, scanning those areas for any areas of tension and releasing them off with each exhale. Scanning up the forearms, the elbows, the upper arms, tops of the shoulders, seeking out any areas of tension and releasing them off with every exhale. Then scanning the neck, back of the neck, sides of the neck, the throat. Again, relaxing everything with every exhale. Then finally the head, completely supported by the mat. Back of the head, ears, crown of the head, face, tongue. Scan it all for any areas of tension. And as you exhale, Feel every last piece of tension leave the body as you are completely relaxed on your mat. And gently bringing your awareness back to your body. Maybe start by listening to the sounds that you can hear. When you're ready to move, maybe wiggle through the fingers and the toes. Roll the head from side to side. Move your body in whatever way it craves. And when you are ready, and there is no rush at all, come over onto your side and gradually back up to seated. Thank you for joining me this lunchtime and making the effort to take a breath. I think breathing is so important when there's so much change going on in the world. So I celebrate that you made the effort. And I hope that you're feeling calm. There's some hearts going on. We love a hand heart shape.